and the blood sport. The State Court of Appeals upheld that law in a ruling Friday.
A follow-up to a News 13 Larry Barker investigation that we showed you last week. The State Motor Vehicle Department is now changing the way it gives driver's licenses to foreign nationals. As Larry reported, more than 1,000 illegals duped MVD by using phony documents to prove that they live in New Mexico when actually they do not. Now, MVD is referring documents from foreign nationals to the State Tax Fraud Investigation Division to verify their validity. That change had been several months in the making. In June, the Tax and Revenue Department will hold a public hearing on changing the requirements for foreign nationals to get a driver's license. Currently, an IRS tax ID number is required. But MVD officials say that's not reliable. They want to have some other verifiable ID requirement in place by July.
MVD changes go far beyond the problems with foreign nationals. High-tech upgrades are making it much harder for everyday identity thieves to get their hands on what you've got, your identification. The Motor Vehicle Department issued licenses and ID cards, and they're like gold for ID thieves. And for a while, they were hitting the jackpot. But as News 13's Tim Maestas reports, not anymore.
Now serving 172, counter number 1.
Walking into MVD and walking out with a driver's license.
So we're going from an ID to a driver's license. Yeah.
It's not as easy as it used to be.
Look straight ahead at the camera for me. On 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Facial recognition technology has been in place for 1 year. The pictures of more than 565,000 faces have been checked, measured, and analyzed against past MVD pictures in New Mexico ever since the technology came online in April of 2008.
This percentage tells us that it's 99.904. So that means it's almost 100% match.
It gives us the ability to make sure we're talking to the right person.
New Mexico Taxation and Revenue Secretary Rick Homans oversees MVD, where everyone getting a new or renewed license or ID card is photographed, checked, and measured. For identity thieves, getting one of these is a must, an actual MVD-issued driver's license or ID card. In the years before facial recognition technology, it was much easier for crooks to get what they wanted, but now it's about to get even tougher.
In the future, every state is developing a database just like we have. We will have agreements with each state on our own to share this information with each other. The states are involved amongst themselves to make sure that people aren't moving from one state to another and trying to adopt a new identity there.
How far away is that?
I'd say that's within the next few years. It's basically ready to flip the switch pretty quickly.
News 13 has learned the system already in place is working. For example, the facial recognition technology turned up 2 people with a total of 59 driver's licenses in 2 states, each with the same face but a different name. A male suspect with 19 licenses in New Mexico and 24 in Arizona. A female suspect with 8 licenses in New Mexico and 8 in Arizona. The cases were referred to state police. The new security measures go beyond taking pictures. Official documents are scanned and analyzed too. That started just a couple of months ago.
It's going to create what we call a portfolio. And in that portfolio, you're going to have identification documents.
The system is designed in part to protect you. Once your official documents are scanned and stored, the program will raise a red flag if someone else presents fake documents trying to steal your identity.
The new system allows us to put a hold on the process and to refer it over to our investigators.
And 3.
For most of us, the new security features should not be too much of a big deal.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
For crooks, an ID theft must-have is further out of reach.
All of this is because, as we know, a driver's license has become so much more than just a driving privilege card. It's become a primary form of identity for all kinds of reasons, much more valuable.
Tim Maestas, KRQE News 13.
The facial recognition and document scanning technologies aren't the only new improvements for MVD. The state started issuing a newer, more secure type of driver's license last year.
And this is not only when you get the license at the MVD offices, it's at the private contract offices, municipal buildings, wherever you get them. This technology is there, so you can't escape it.
Very cool. All right.